This is The Real Hustle High Stakes. In this series, Jess, Alex and Paul pull off some of their most daring scams yet to land themselves a colossal payout. On tonight's show, Paul's seen into this woman's future.
Oh, what's like that?
This is about money.
She's about to get ripped off. Radio 1's Scott Mills does battle with the hustlers in this week's Celebrity Con game.
Rubbish!
And Jess leaves these clubbers with a bad taste in their mouths.
So it's a waste of money, basically.
This series, the hustlers risk all to expose to our hidden cameras the big money scams that cheat the public out of millions of pounds each year. All the people on this show have been hustled for real, and after being given their money back, they agreed that the footage could be shown so you can avoid being ripped off by the same scams.
You want to teach, don't you? Or you've already taught, perhaps.
Oh my god. Oh, what's like that? Is that bad?
It can be very
I'm
bad.
shaking.
Did you bring the money?
Yes.
I think we should set an anchor.
Okay.
You won't believe how much that'll lift the weight off your shoulders.
I'm always worried about money.
While most psychics are reputable, there's a small number that take advantage of the industry being unregulated. And the latest person to get in on the act is Paul, or as he prefers to be known, Maurice. And he'll be assisted by Serge. They've set up shop in this seedy back street and are charging £25 for a half-hour reading. Little do their clients know that their half-hour consultation with Maurice could end up costing them much, much more.
He's a wonderful man. He's very insightful.
Half an hour later than originally booked, Maurice's next client arrived for her appointment, so Serge shows her in to meet the great man.
Amy.
Yes.
Amy. Nice to meet you.
And you?
Yeah, you have a very nice energy about you. I like that.
Thank you.
The smooth talker.
You feel very, I just get the feeling you're more from the country than you are from the city. It's more, you like animals. I think you're a dog person, I would say. And, definitely a dancer. Definitely a dancer. Is that right?
Yeah.
Spot on.
Actress as well? Or aspirations to be an actress?
Yeah,
You know,
definitely.
That's amazing.
You want to teach, don't you? Or you've already taught, perhaps.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
He's done it again. There's no way that this could be guesswork. As far as she's concerned, Maurice has got a paranormal hotline. But the truth is, he's got a mate called Alex, who has provided him with all the information he needs. Having taken the booking a week ago, Alex got background information about her from some careful research on the net.
Oh, hi there. I'm calling from TRH Holidays.
And then told her she could be entered into a free prize draw to win a holiday if she answered a few simple questions.
What's your exact address? Right.
For the scam to work, the mark needs to be convinced that she's surrounded by negative energy, and Maurice is getting some strong signals.
I want to find out, there's a very negative thing around you right now. I want to find out what that is. You're here with your friend, I know. Did you guys have a fight earlier? Did you get upset with each other, maybe?
Not today, we have done.
Yeah, there's this kind of fire about you right now, like you're angry about something. You didn't have an argument today? Okay.
Maurice is adamant that the mark had a row earlier in the day, but she's insistent that she didn't. So why is she so sure? Even though Alex couldn't have researched this. Time to move the scam up a gear. Time for the hook.
Eggs, which I use, are very, very good at revealing a great deal.
Do you mean like chicken eggs?
No, yeah, just eggs. An egg's an egg. I use different eggs for different people.
Yes, eggs. This isn't something he's made up. They really are used by some mediums to predict the future.
I want to maybe go with 2 with you. Put your hand over here like that. Good. Okay. Point to one of the eggs, any one that you feel. You sure?
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm going to leave this one here for you. And any other one. Just pick one up around.
This one.
This one down here. Perfect. Oops. I want to break one of the other ones. I want to begin by looking at the positive. So what I want you to do now is to think about something positive in your life right now. Let's see what happens. I want you to give it 1 strike to break the egg in the middle here. Oh, very good. The way the yolk is broken is quite interesting. You can see that it's got lots of different facets to it here. I think that's your artistic side, because that's very, very strong. On the negative side, this is, when we get to that, it seems to be something to do with money. Are you worried about money?
I'm always worried about money.
It suggests to me that you, monetarily, something's coming. And it may be something good, but there is something very much affecting all of that.
It made me worry even more now.
Well, I'll tell you what, why don't we look at that? This is your egg. One more.
Oh, why did I laugh? Oh.
The egg's full of blood.
Oh my God. I've never seen that before.
I've seen it before.
Is that bad?
It can be very
I'm
bad.
shaking.
But
Oh.
this is about money. And I think we should do something about it for you.
According to Maurice, it's a clear signal that the mark has money worries. Of course, he's got a solution.
I think we should set an anchor.
Okay.
An anchor is very simple. You should take some money and put it in a place where you know that it is. You don't get any interest, but what you do get is you get the safety, the anchoring feeling that something is there if you ever need it. And you won't believe how much that'll lift the weight off your shoulders.
Okay.
That is something I think you'd benefit from. Is that something, do you think you could do that?
Yeah, okay.
Okay. You should go and get whatever money you want to get. The more the better, because it's something that you want to go to. It's your money. It's going to be wherever you're going to put it. Mm-hmm. We'll do it this afternoon. Is that good for you?
Yeah.
That'll save you coming back down since you're not based here.
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect timing. Perfect timing.
It was the cursed egg that made her believe she was surrounded by negative energy. And from then on, she'd have done whatever Maurice said.
I think we should set an anchor.
Yeah, okay.
So how did he make sure that one of the eggs she chose was full of blood? The answer lies with Jess. She carefully injected each egg with red food colouring. So all the eggs in Paul's bowl were filled with red dye. When the mark picked her second egg, Paul simply turned away and switched it for a regular one. The marks agreed to return later with as much cash as she can lay her hands on. The big question now is how much? And how do the hustlers plan to steal it from right under her nose?
Can you not just watch where you're going? Oh, go on then, just walk off, go on.
Confidence.
It's Friday night in this popular central London bar, and without work tomorrow, these drinkers have little to worry about. But that's all set to change, because serving behind the bar is Jess. These are the cocktail cons. Here are Jess's first customers.
Can I get a vodka
That's 2 vodka and cokes and a vodka and lemonade coming right up.
£25.50. Thank you. There's change, thank you.
After a quick sip, they leave the bar content. They shouldn't be.
So when a customer asks me for a vodka and coke or a vodka and lemonade or anything like that, this is what I do. Start off with a bit of ice, and then, with my back facing the customers, I pour the vodka with my thumb over the top, just like that. So they just get a little dribble, if they're lucky, that is. And then, covering the glass, I then fill it up to the top with Diet Coke or lemonade. And then behind the bar, I keep a glass full of vodka. And then what I do is place my finger on top of the straw, and that retains the vodka. So, in the first sip, they think that they're drinking a vodka and Coke, but really, all they're drinking is Coke.
And here it is from under the bar. So how did they feel when we told them what they'd been drinking?
So it's a waste of money, basically. No, but that's why you have white wine. That's why you have white wine. Because white wine, you can't go wrong with white wine.
The reason the alcohol and the straw trick works is because your senses are fooled into thinking that you've just had a big hit of alcohol, particularly if it's mixed with other juices, etc. If the first thing you're tasting is the alcohol, then you think, right, this must be a strong drink. But in actual fact, it probably isn't.
And so how does Jess make sure that she makes some money on the side for herself?
Hello, darling, you all right? Can we have 2 G&Ts, please?
Do you like them strong?
Yeah.
There you go. Don't tell anyone that.
No, I won't tell anyone.
Like you deserve a good drink to start a good night out, eh?
These boys cannot believe their luck. Without them asking, Jess has poured them both an extra double measure of gin.
Right, you're going to get much tonic in here, lads.
That's all right.
There you go. Thank you, £17, thank you. £3 change. Have a good night.
And being gents, they let her keep the change. That's £3 in her pocket. If she repeats this all night, she'd make a killing. So, were they happy with the service?
Gorgeous. Nice, weren't she? Lovely girl, yeah. She left with the tip, yeah. Yeah, she gave us double, so we thought, why not? We left with the change.
In fact, they got exactly what they paid for. And Jess conned them into giving her that tip.
What they don't know is that the gym is actually watered down, so they're only getting half of what they paid for.
If something seems too good to be true, usually it means it is. So if some dazzling girl behind the bar seems to like you and give you a little bit extra, chances are she's probably giving you a little bit less.
Here are some more unlucky customers.
We think of the cocktails. Green ice is quite nice. Do you want to try those? It's got like orange juice and vodka into it. You'll like it. I'll get one of those.
Jess gets to work.
There you go. Fantastic. Thank you very much. That's £18, please. Thank you very much. Cheers. £2 change. Have a good night.
They've just shelled out £18 for 2 cocktails. So how do they taste?
Lovely. That's really, really nice. Really fruity.
They wouldn't be as happy if they knew what Jess had really served them.
What you didn't see was that I took the shaker out of a really hot sink. So, when I pour the ice in, it starts to melt. So when I make the rest of the cocktail, the ice is melting, I can then underpour the alcohol, and you've still got the same amount of drink.
You should be extra vigilant when you're out enjoying yourself in a bar, because remember that con men need to catch you off guard, and you're more than likely going to be relaxed and maybe just a little bit intoxicated when you're out enjoying yourself, and that's when you let your guard down, and that's when these people will strike.
How are you, Alex?
Money won is twice as sweet as money earned.
How on earth are you going to do that?
And money won off a celebrity is even sweeter. Welcome to the Celebrity Con Games. This week, the Hustlers are taking on Radio 1 Drive Time's Scott Mills.
Good to meet you, I'm Alex.
They've arranged to meet him at his local cafe to play him in a variation of the legendary shell game.
This is your local hood, isn't it?
Well, yeah, this is my area. What are you going to do to me today?
He's already nervous.
Shall we step inside?
Let's step inside.
All right, let's go.
Yeah, these guys.
We'll just stand
We'll
next to
stand
you.
here.
Fair and
Stand back a
square.
little bit,
Alright.
make sure it's. So, do you have a £10 note?
Yeah, do you want me to get out?
Yeah, grab
Okay.
a £10 note. You've got some cups back there.
Yeah.
Here it is.
Great.
Okay. I don't think I'm going to have this for very long. Optimism, Scott. Sorry, think positive.
3 cups. Okay, I guarantee we haven't marked them in any way. There's nothing unusual about them, and we can't see through them. Okay, very important. That's your £10 note. Okay, real deal. Just gonna make sure.
It's real, yeah.
No, don't trust you. Very good. Tiny little. Okay, here's the challenge. You have to hide that under one of the cups. Any one of the cups that you like. And then switch the other two. So during the process, you'll handle all the cups. Okay. So they'll all move slightly. I'm going to look away. These guys are going to look away. We're going to try and guess where the £10 note is.
Okay.
We've managed to beat you at this game. You've got to sign your name on that and give it to us.
Okay.
Fair enough?
That's fair enough.
So the rules are simple. Whilst the Hustlers look away, Scott must put the rolled up tenner under one of the 3 cups and then move the other 2. Alex or Jess must then guess which cup the note's under.
Look away.
Okay.
Sneak it under one, swap the other 2.
He puts the note under the cup on his left.
Okay.
Okay, Alex or Jess, you decide.
Jess.
So Jess, with her back turned, is somehow gonna read Scott's mind and name the correct cup.
Okay, I think it's on your left.
You think it's the left cup?
Yeah.
Bosh! She's bang on the money.
You know what? I think we've got to do it for the real money this time.
Okay, yeah.
Now they're warmed up. It's time for the main event.
Blindfolds?
Blindfolds on.
I love that you just got blindfolds in your
We
pocket.
carry these around
Do you know what? We are
Yeah.
kinky hustlers.
So, this time, not only will they have their backs turned to make absolutely sure they're not getting any visual clues, they'll also be wearing blindfolds.
Sneak it under one and then swap the other 2.
Scott goes down the middle.
Okay.
Okay. This one's for the money, okay? Now they're blindfolded, so which one of the guys?
Let's have Alex.
All right, Alex.
Okay.
Time for Alex to work his magic.
Scott, I think this time you've gone for the middle one.
Pick up the middle cup.
Middle, yeah?
Incredible! So how have they done it? Before Scott gave Paul his £10 note, Paul had carefully picked up a hair. He then put it in the note and scrunched it up inside, making sure he left about 3 centimetres poking out. The hair was held so tightly that it would stay there for the whole game. So, whatever cup Scott put the note under, Paul could see the hair poking out. Once he'd clocked the hair, Paul then needed to pass the information to Alex and Jess, so he used a coded language system.
Okay, Alex or Jess, you decide.
Alex or Jess signalled they should choose Scott's left.
I think it's on your left.
Altering their name order to Jess or Alex would have meant it was on Scott's right. But what about when Scott went for the middle?
This one's for the money, okay? So which one of the guys?
The phrase, which one of the guys told them to go for the middle cup?
This time you've gone for the middle one.
Middle, yeah?
So the Hustlers win again.
Thank you very much.
And all that's left is to relieve Scott of his signed tenner.
How do you do that?
He's a wonderful man. He's very insightful.
Nice to meet you.
Definitely a dancer.
Oh my god. Yeah, yeah.
There's a very negative thing around you right now. I want to find out what that is. Are you worried about money?
I'm always worried about money.
Yeah.
Oh, what's like that? Is that bad?
It can be very
I'm
bad.
shaking.
This is about money. I think we should set an anchor.
Okay.
You should take some money and put it in a place where you know that it is. The more, the better. We'll do it this afternoon. Is that good for you?
Yeah.
Three and a half hours after her first appointment, the Mark returns having visited the bank. Maurice has convinced her that she's surrounded by negative energy due to money worries, and that the more cash she brings for him to lock away in a sacred place, the more peace of mind she'll enjoy. She's got some exciting news.
Two things I'd like to say.
Go ahead.
You said about a fight earlier.
Earlier on, Maurice sensed that the Mark had recently had an argument, and she since realised that he was right.
I had a bit of a barney with some dolly bird this morning on one of the streets, so...
A dolly bird? What do you mean by a dolly bird?
Well, she's sort of a bit up herself.
Dolly Bird? That can only mean one person. Jess. The Mark and a friend arrived on time, but Alex claimed Maurice was running behind schedule and sent them away for half an hour. This gave Jess the chance to follow them. And find the right moment to start an argument.
Hey, Mum. Hey, I'm not really too sure where I am right now. Oh, excuse me, you've just bumped right into me then.
No, I didn't touch you.
Can you not just watch where you're going?
That stupid cow.
Oh, yeah, you're not going to pay for my dress now, you just ruined all that. Excuse me, you're going to come back? Oh, go on then, just walk off, go on.
This carefully orchestrated encounter that Maurice somehow read is yet another convincer of his amazing psychic abilities. And there's more to come.
Another thing, I've had a phone call from a solicitor about coming into some inheritance or something.
In their first session, Maurice predicted that something positive to do with money was on the horizon.
You had that recently?
This afternoon.
And what a coincidence. Less than an hour later, his prediction came true.
Oh, hi there. I'm calling from TRH Solicitors. I'd like to set up an appointment with yourself and Mr. Rob Marks as soon as possible, please, to discuss some inheritance.
With further confirmation of Maurice's unique psychic gifts, she's like putty in his hands. What better time to introduce the key part of the scam? The ritual.
Did you bring the money?
Yes.
I want you to wrap it yourself into here.
It's the moment of truth.
It's only £260.
That's fine.
The Marks brought all the money she could get from the bank, 250 quid. She believes that she's wrapping up her money to take home and keep safe. It will symbolise security and bring her financial reassurance.
It's a piece of glass. I want you to hold it in your hand. And I want you to say the word confidence.
Confidence.
I want you to close your eyes and say the word confidence to yourself.
Confidence.
One more time.
Confidence.
Very good. Put it in the box. This is a key. It's an old key and it's never been cut because its future is undetermined. Obviously, different patterns will open different locks. So in your future, you have to decide what the pattern will be in your key. So this represents your future. Put it in the box. Very good. Everything that we've said today will take root within you and will be in the box and is there if you need to go to it. If you need money, the money is there. If you need confidence, the confidence is there. It's very important that you now close the box and turn the lock. Okay. Do you feel better?
Yeah,
A little?
well, yeah, strange.
I know. You're much better at wrapping that than I am. Yeah. So, when you place that somewhere special to you, it'll be there for you whenever you need it. Most people never touch it other than knowing that it's there, because that's really all that it's there for. And that's an important thing to always remember. And Amy, thank you for coming in.
Thank you.
Remember, this is your anchor.
That box now is her anchor. It contains everything she needs to combat the negative energy that's surrounding her and provide her with reassurance, no matter what life throws at her. The Mark happily hands over 50 quid for her 2 life-affirming sessions with Maurice.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
And leaves, clutching her box full of all things good and positive. Of course, it contains no such thing. Once her cash was safely locked inside the box,
So, when you place that somewhere special to you,
Alex simply took it over to the counter and, whilst pretending to wrap it, switched it for an identical one containing tissue paper. The hustlers have made 300 quid from a single mark, and as these boxes are supposed to remain unopened, the scam's unlikely to be discovered anytime soon. And with no shortage of people seeking Maurice's guidance, the hustlers can repeat the scam as many times as they like, making themselves a small fortune.
Next. Whether you believe in psychic powers or not, one thing is a fact. There are hustlers and cheats out there who pretend to have these powers just to get hold of your money.
There are lots of cases, well documented, where people have lost literally, in some cases, hundreds of thousands of pounds. Huge alarm bells should ring if anybody ever asks you for money in these kinds of situations. You can bet your bottom dollar they're a con artist. And the sad thing is, of course, that if you've been on the receiving end of one of these scams, you often feel so stupid and so embarrassed that you wouldn't even go and tell the authorities, and that leaves the con artist free to go on to their next victim and repeat the act all over again.
To find out more about The Real Hustle and to see exclusive web clips, visit the BBC Three website.
It's your last chance to vote for the greatest hustles. The whole thing closes tomorrow. Go to bbc.co.uk/realhustle. On the way next on BBC Three tonight, it's Family Guy, a double.